This is Moses Moody, and if you're wondering what this guy is up to whenever he's not suited up for the Dubs, well, he's playing in the G League while putting people on posters just like this.
Steal a run out for Santa Cruz with a Moses. Boom!
That was insane. We have to check it out again.
Steal a run out for Santa Cruz with a Moses. Boom!
Man, I'm officially branding him as Bad Mood Moody after that facial. And let me tell you guys, in the 8 games that he's played for the Santa Cruz Warriors so far, Bad Mood Moody tore the league apart and was simply unstoppable. Check this out. This is Moody on top of the key. And just like the story in the Bible, Moses parted the Red Sea and just totally disregarded the 4 defenders that swarmed all around him as he finished strong.
Moody, nice hesitation, gets to the...
In January alone, where he appeared in 4 contests in the G League, Moody has been dropping about 30 points like it ain't no thing. And if you include the previous 4 games, he's been averaging 27.5 points along with 5.5 rebounds. And on top of that, he's doing it efficiently, shooting 47.1% from the field overall, 37.2% from beyond the arc, as well as 89.7% from the foul line.
Good defense by McClung. Moody gets it back, takes the...
Just like Moody, Jonathan Kuminga has been called up and sent back down a couple of times. And now we're seeing the tremendous improvement in JK's game because of that. The Dubs are doing the same thing with Moody. And as long as he remains patient and continues to work hard, there's no doubt that we're going to see him explode and have big games. Anyway, let's break down some of his plays in the G League and take a closer look at how he's dominating the opposition. Standing 6'6", Moody is such a gifted scorer, and as you can see in this play, he used his upper body strength and pounded the much larger defender in front of him for an easy floater near the rim.
It's kind of a lost art. You don't see the pull-up jumper from the guard.
When it comes to knocking down long-range bombs, Moody channels his inner Steph and Clay, and just like the Splash Brothers, Moody is also a dead-eye shooter when you give him enough daylight to see the rim. Catch, shoot, money. Just like the rest of the Warriors, Moody also developed the habit of moving around without the ball, and in this possession, he showcased his off-ball tendencies as he found the seams of the defense and got rewarded with an uncontested jam.
Oh, great move. Finds the cutting Moody for the flush. Second down.
With Clay back in the fold, finding minutes for Moody suddenly becomes an uphill climb, and that's why there are times that you might see him playing in the G League because, quite frankly, Kerr has to find balance between winning and development. Here's what Kerr had to say about allocating minutes to the rookies. It'll just happen organically. When people are injured, they'll play. If not, we'll try to find them minutes here and there. Nonetheless, Kerr still holds an optimistic view about what the future brings for JK and Moody. I think they are on the right schedule. I think they are both really working hard every single day, putting the work in, and learning what it's about to be an NBA player. That means getting into the training room, getting into the weight room, getting on the floor, watching film on your opponent, and doing that day after day and bringing the energy that's necessary to do that. It's not easy, especially for a 19-year-old kid, so they are learning and doing a great job of coming along. Anyway guys, let's continue to break down Moody's game, this time when he's wearing the Dubs uniform. In this play here against the Pelicans, Moody uses his quick first step to blow by the closeout and immediately explodes using his athleticism for a baseline flush. Aside from being a gifted scorer, he's also never afraid to do the dirty work and get involved in hustle plays. After Chioza missed the shot in this play, Moody just stormed out of nowhere for a tough putback. And if you think that he's just a one-trick pony, Moody showed other facets of his game in this play and dished out a sweet dime to the cutting GP2 for an easy dunk inside.
Offensive sense because kind of the read and the Draymond freedom, and he got Peyton cutting.
Right after the game against the Pelicans, Kerr once again was impressed by the performance of the 19-year-old rookie, and here's what he had to say. Moody's competitive. He knows how to play. I love how he attacked the rim, he defended like crazy, and did a really good job down the stretch. He has a really bright future. Since we've already covered his offensive game in the previous clips, let's now turn the tables and analyze his game from the defensive standpoint. This play is one of his outings in the G League. You can see here that Moody has a nose for the ball and perfectly anticipated the inbounds pass, which led to a breakaway layup on the other end.
To find themselves down 5-11. There's a turnover right there. There's Moody. That's the guy I was just talking about. Look at Moody get up, slam.
Once again, Moody showed his hustle on defense, and in this play against the Grizzlies, after JTA went for the initial steal, Moody maintained the defensive pressure against Melton as he was able to swipe the ball and lead the break for another easy lay-in.
Shot clock down to 11. The Warriors with JTA playing everywhere. Knocked it away. It's a 2-on-1. Moody the iron to win.
And in this play versus Boston, Moses led Jaylen Brown to the teeth of the defense, allowing him to be gobbled up by Looney inside before sneaking up from behind and snatching the leather to force a turnover.
Brown dips into the lane as it's...
We all know he's not known for his defense, but based on what we've seen so far, with those long hands as well as his knack for anticipating the ball and playing the passing lanes, Moody can definitely develop into a decent defender. And speaking of defense, Moody shared a funny story in an interview on how defense became a huge part of his game. When I was a kid on my team, I was in 6th grade, my coach, he would give you $1 every time you'd get a charge. I was a businessman, so I'm out there trying to make money. Honestly, that's really how it started, but ever since then, that has just been a part of my game. It's pretty insane how the Warriors are able to both win games and develop their young guns at the same time. I mean, the case of Moody right now is exactly what they did with JK. You know, picking him up to play some games for the Dubs, then sending him back to the G League for a couple of games. But in the end, this is just part of their grand plan of domination, as they're not content with just being a championship contender for a couple of years. They want to be true contenders for the next decade. Just take a look at the talent the Dubs are developing in their pipeline. You got the freakish athleticism of JK at the wing, the versatile big man James Wiseman manning the middle, while Moses Moody partners with JP in the backcourt to form the second generation of the Splash Brothers. Man, the future is so bright for the Dubs, and it's just scary to think that they have these kids waiting in line while Steph, Clay, Draymond are destroying the rest of the league in the tail end of their prime. Aside from the leadership and the experience that the vets provide, the young players will no doubt blossom into great players because of the winning culture that the Dubs ingrained in their players. This is exactly what Moses Moody talked about when he was asked about his feeling playing for the Dubs organization. Here's what he had to say in an interview. I feel like Simba in The Lion King, just the tradition. This team and this system is very rich because they're constantly pouring into us and grooming us almost for the crown. Well, to cap this one off, I'll leave you with a quote coming from Moses Moody that went viral in social media as he talked about his experience in the NBA so far. Honestly, I would say it is not as different as I anticipated it to be. Whenever you get something that you want, when you finally get it, you want something else. Like, all I ever wanted was to make it to the NBA. Now that I'm here, I want to be an all-star. If you give a pig a pancake, then he wants some syrup. Anyway, guys, have y'all ever wondered just why exactly players become stars after being acquired by the Warriors? I mean, look at Wiggins, look at GP2. I wondered the same thing actually, and that's why I made this video right here. It's a pretty informative video that I'm sure you'll love. So why don't you just go ahead and click it, and don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I'll be right here with you on the other side.